Welcome to another edition of For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corey and K-Pad Paget, and today I have with me a personal chef, not my personal chef, but Chef Nina. Chef Nina, how are you doing, man?
Hello, I am awesome and amazing. How are you?
Blessed, too blessed to be stressed.
Hey.
Hey. So, Chef Nina, just go ahead and give us a background of yourself.
Oh, wow. I am born and raised in DC.
Okay.
I actually went to Duke Ellington and everything. I went to the military in the DEP program when I was 17. I stayed in the military for 11 years.
Okay.
Today I was talking to a friend of mine, and I actually realized my first athlete was when I was in the Navy. I was doing personal chef work for like the bodybuilders.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 4 of them. They were actually in the military, but they used to compete.
Right.
And I used to cook for them. And then when I got out of the military, I felt like I was 18 all over again. I really didn't know what to do. And I would just always end up in the kitchen. Went to culinary school and took off from there. I've never worked in anything that wasn't like luxury resort, high-end boutique hotels. I became the chef for United Airlines in the DMV area.
Nice.
I taught culinary at the culinary college, and then the college lost their accreditation. I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I said, you know what would be good? I said, all I need is one like football player.
Right.
I went from 1 to 6 in 3 months. Wow. And I've been going ever since. And now I own a virtual cooking school called True Your Health. And we are doing plant-based meals for 12 months, so 12 months around the world. And then I own the Athlete's Chef, which is a personal chef concierge service for the sports professional.
Cool. So let's unpack that a little bit. Why did you go into the military?
Oh, I was running away. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Okay. I grew up in DC. I am from a broken home. I just was like, no, I would no longer deal with the toxicity. At 17, I just knew that I got into colleges, and I had a full ride to like VCU, Catholic University, and Morgan State. And my parents told me I had to live at home, and I had to choose which home I was going to live in. And I was like, where everybody else is getting cars, back then you could have a car your freshman year, but everybody was getting cars and driving to school and living on campus. And Susquehanna University, that was the other college I got into. And I was like, hell nah, I'm out. So I signed up on my own. They didn't even know I was going. That was the best decision I ever made.
What branch? You said Navy?
Navy, yep.
Cool. Okay. All right. So you said you started cooking in the military when you were cooking for a couple of guys.
Yeah, I actually I was not a chef or cook in the military. I actually ran an admin office.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, what was your job?
So yeah, I ran an admin office. Uh-huh. I worked in Navy legal.
Okay.
And but I just cook really well.
Right.
And I was bringing my lunch to work every day, or I would just I would pack like all my stuff in like cute containers, and people were like, what is that? Like, what is going on there? And I'd be like, I made it myself. And so they just started seeing that. And then actually was a chief, and he was like, can you cook my meals for me? And I was like, cook your meals for you? What the hell? Why would I cook meals for that? I got kids. That don't even make sense.
Right.
And he was like, I'll pay you for it. Yes, I will cook meals for you. No problem. And his diet was like so bland, because, when they're fitness, when they do that thing, they're like very strict. So it was like chicken, brown rice, and broccoli, like boring. And then one day I was like, that you can do like this, this, and this, and you can still get the same, elements, and I can cook it in coconut oil so you get your MTCs and this and that. He was like, wait. what do you know about all of that stuff? And I was like, oh, I just read a lot. So I always had like nutrition books, and I was always studying like science behind food and food and body. And that just grew. I had like, I
What is
want to
MTC?
say, huh?
What is MTC?
Oh my gosh. So it is a ingredient that is in, I can't even think of it off the top of my head what it stands for. But it's an ingredient that is in coconut oil. It helps with your muscles. It helps like repair them.
Okay. Got you. Cool. So my next question is, do you get out? What age did you get out the military?
Dang, was I like, I think I was 27. I was still a tenderoni, so.
Oh, yeah, you were still young. So.
I was young, but I was a single parent, and it was just getting harder, and I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm bored now. Like, I need to do something else.
Okay. And how old are you now? If you don't mind me asking.
Dang, I'm 37. I'm still a tenderoni. Okay?
You are. Shout out to the newborn. You got a 10-year-old, or not 10-year-old, 10-month-old.
10-month-old, right. I'm trying to keep them quiet, but goodness.
It's all good. So my next question is, you get out and you said you wanted to go into culinary school. So did you go back to DC? What's up with that?
I actually stayed in Jacksonville because my sons were in school. Mm-hmm. My older sons were in elementary school.
Gotcha.
So I couldn't just pick. I mean, I could have, but I just really didn't want to go home. Right. Like, I was like, they still crazy. So I stayed, and I ended up going to culinary school here. And it was weird because I would get sad and cook. Or I would just, like, my grandmother passed away in 2008. So I would just be like, oh, I wish she was here. And I would just be in the kitchen and cook a 5-course meal for me. And at the time, my older sons were like 7 and 5.
Right.
But they're eating like foie gras and caviar and like all of this stuff because I'm sad and I want to cook. Right. And so it was like, could this be a business? Could this, like, is this something that I could do forever? Or not even forever, but I was just so passionate about it. And then, like, people just kept asking me to cook things. Right. And it wasn't like a pie. It was like, can you do my meals for the week? And I'm like, people do that? I didn't know people, Right. I had no idea people were doing this.
Okay. So, what all goes into, like, you said you used to make like 5-course meals. I never really knew like what makes up the courses of a meal.
So I mean, the technical names, you could have an aperitif, which is usually a starter, like a port wine or something like that. And you can have a amuse-bouche, which is a gift from the chef. Gotcha. Which is usually an amuse-bouche is something that we want to introduce on a new menu. Okay. And then you go into your entrees, your appetizer, your entree. You might have an intermezzo, which is something to cleanse the palate, and then you have your dessert, and then you might have a port wine at the end to finish that off. Honestly. It depends, because some, like, you might go to these Michelin star restaurants in Chicago or New York, and they might have up to 20. Yes, it's crazy. I don't have that much time, but right. Man. And then when they do it like that, it's small. It's actually, it's not about the food. It's about the experience surrounding the food. Right. So, and a lot of people don't get that, especially like people here. If I was up north, I would swing some things.
Okay. I'm a foodie myself, so I mean, it is all about the experience. Also, when we went over to Europe, me and my wife's family, it was nice.
Oh my gosh! Just to be able to wake up in the morning and have wine with my eggs, right? and no one cares or is judging me.
Right. Now, when we were in Italy, I was telling somebody on the clubhouse, I said, man, you don't realize when you're in Italy, like they have wine every meal.
I was telling somebody that because they were like, oh, well, it's because of the wine or something. Oh, we were talking about sugars, like sugars being what is the most damaging thing to your liver? And they were like, wine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, why? And they were like, oh, the sugar's in it. I was like, have you ever been to Italy?
Mm-hmm.
Because Americans still have the highest rate for liver damage, and they are drinking wine for water in the morning. Like they are hydrating.
Literally.
Yes.
And it probably also has to do with like the lifestyle. They do a lot more walking. Obviously, I was in a more populated area, being in Italy or being in Rome and whatnot. But
yeah, they do walk a lot there. I mean, they walk, but you know what? Also, too, the stressors that we have over here, they don't have over there.
Right.
We are like workaholics here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are not. They like a life of leisure and relaxation. And how am I going to enjoy my food if I'm stress eating when I should just be eating to enjoy? Oh my gosh, I feel like maybe my next husband is probably going to be Italian. I feel it. Living my life right now.
Oh man, so I like to play chef every now and again in the kitchen, and my father-in-law, I made a roast one time, and my father-in-law said it reminded him of the holidays, and that was probably the best compliment I ever got.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I was like,
you're giving him that memories vibe.
Right. So as soon as he said to me, I was like, man, I don't know. Have you ever seen the movie Ratatouille?
Yeah. Oh my God. When he's eating and like all the memories.
Right.
I said, memories of when I was 5 in the village.
Right. I said that's got to be what he thought of.
Oh, you scored major points right there.
Right.
When you gonna make that roast again?
And he asked me about it.
See?
I made that roast like 4 years ago. Like right after me and his daughter got married, and
yeah, you hit that memory. Yeah, you're gonna have to make that roast.
And now, well, recently for the holidays, I made a prime rib and a beef Wellington. So,
you are just fancy over there.
I watch tasty videos on YouTube and just spruce that up.
Gordon Ramsay over there, huh?
I call myself Gordon Ramsay. Oh man!
Because beef Wellington is his thing.
It is.
Don't even try. Like, just forget it.
Right. Well, when we were in that Europe trip we did, we stopped over in London for like 24 hours. And
oh my gosh.
While we were there, I said, we're not leaving London without stopping at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. So
absolutely.
I made sure we went out of our way to go to that restaurant, but it was well worth it. And oh my God, that was so good.
He is so amazing. Like, you can just, if you just watch the way he cook, like if you watch him on mute and just watch how he cook, you can literally, the passion vibrates from the TV. Like that is how I wanted to be when I started. I love, one of my chefs actually studied with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh wow.
And when I used to be in the kitchen, I used to have to open up the kitchen from 6 at 5:30, but 6 service started. And when I came in the kitchen, like I had my headphones in. Hold on.
You good.
Come on. What do you want to watch TV from up here? Oh my gosh. See this. This is going to be your life. This is a glimpse into your. I have not even watched this TV. I've been watching baby shows.
That's why I'm preloading episodes.
Cause this right now, he was sitting on the floor, but you got to be up here now.
Right.
But so Okay, yeah. So when I got into my first luxury hotel, I had to open a kitchen.
Right.
And I was the only girl. Then I was the only Black woman.
Right.
So I always make sure like I was extra early. I studied extra hard. Like I did everything over the top, everything.
Right.
So I would come in and me and Beyonce would be jamming to get that station right. My chef would come around that corner. He was like, we need to call you the singing chef. And then the food would be beautiful and I would be bumping and it could be a million orders coming in. I'm in there chilling, me and Beyonce, we getting the job done. He was like, that girl is going to be something. And I'm telling you, for a Black woman to work with a bunch of males, predominantly white kitchen, and I went from a line cook to sous chef in 8 months.
Wow.
I was not playing no games in that kitchen. None.
That is what's up. So, how did you start the business?
So, in that kitchen.
Okay.
One of the chefs overheard, like I had graduated from culinary school and, you know, they asked, oh, what's your goal?
Right.
Oh, Lord.
He excited about this store.
He is apparently. No, he's sleepy. He is sleepy, Lord. Okay, so, you know, and then culinary school ain't college, but still it's school.
Right.
And he was like, you know, what do you want to do? And I was like, yo, I want to know how they take like a half a scallop and grill half of the scallop and take a green sauce and put it on a plate and then a red dot and charge $300. How do they do that? Like, I want to know how they do that. He thought it was so hilarious. I was like, I was dead serious. Because I didn't see no Black chefs doing stuff like that.
Right.
And then I was like, and I want to do it in people's houses. So one of my instructors overheard me saying that, and her husband like was he worked on, like, he was a very high up VP with some electric company, right?
Right.
So she booked me for a dinner at their house, and I took the menu to my chef at work, and I was like, how do you charge for this? Like, this is what they want. How do you charge? So he showed me how to talk to the vendor and get the prices for my meats. Hey, he's singing now. He showed me how to price the meats, like where to get the best produce. When they came and brought the vegetables in, he let me like see how they pick the vegetables. Like he is still my mentor till this day.
Cool.
He taught me everything. And then he was like, you work at One Ocean, you do this, you're a $35 an hour chef. That was 7 years ago.
Wow.
I think I still have the piece of paper where we wrote it all down on.
Wow.
And I like from then on, anytime I do anything, I'll be like, does this sound right? And he'll be like, you're $125 an hour chef, does it?
Right.
You have this, you've done this, you've won such and such accolades, you've been in the Washington Post and this and that. Like, what do you think you're worth?
Facts.
And you know what's different? I call it unleashing my inner white man. Those white men charge. And he was like, that's how they charge $300 a plate.
Right.
Because they're going to know their worth before that plate even leaves that kitchen.
Bet.
And when he said that, I was like, you know what? You right. And after that, if people say I can't afford me, okay. I can't afford you but oh my God, I want, I can't, I don't have that. That's okay. You can't get hung up. You can't let your emotions get into it. That's not your customer.
Right.
That's not who you're for. So yeah, it was a hard lesson that I learned. Because of course I'm like, oh no, I want to cook for them. And for what?
Man, that's crazy. So on average, how many hours do you work a day?
So when I was working in the restaurant, and when I was in hotels and stuff like that, I was doing 12 to 14-hour days. Yeah. And no one, it was so funny because everybody knew I had kids, but had never seen them.
Right.
Because I was like, no, I'm at work.
Exactly.
Like, what's that have to do with anything? And I didn't ever want them to be, like, label me, you know? I didn't want to be labeled Black woman, single with kids. Like, I didn't want that stigma on me, and I didn't want it to cloud their judgment for them picking me for shifts or anything. So, like, I wanted to switch from the days to work banquets, and then one chef was like, well, she has kids. I was like, what does that mean? It hasn't been a problem for me. Why would it be a problem now?
Right.
So, yeah, he didn't like me very much. He was a white guy from South Africa. He did not like me at all. So
sounds about right. Being from
right, you get this happy-go-lucky chef who's singing Beyonce, you know.
Right. Oof. So, you made a couple of posts recently. It looked like you posted like a vegan hot dog or something on your page.
Oh yeah.
So, you asked, one of the questions you asked on your post was, can an athlete perform on a vegan diet or something along those lines?
Yes. Can a vegan diet fuel the athlete?
Yes. So I want your opinion on that.
Absolutely, and yes.
Can you expound on that?
Yes. Oh my gosh, hold on. What are you doing? Dude, here. Here. You want this? This is what he wants, okay?
Oh, he wants a house.
Here. This will be your life soon.
Soon.
Get ready. He doesn't care about anything. Could care less. Screaming at the TV.
Goodness gracious.
People do not realize how food works.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, if we looked at how food works, think about these athletes from Ethiopia. Right. Or think about the runners who are running these races, the athletes who are lifting 600, 700 pounds effortlessly, right? 20 to 30% of them are vegan. Yeah. They're faster. They have a better understanding of how food works. Their endurance levels are better. Their metabolism is up 30 to 50%. They're sleeping better. Oh my God, athletes suffer from insomnia. Because, you know, they feel like they always have to be on this high, mm-hmm. right? And because they don't have any control over their diets. Oh my gosh. I mean, like I asked the question the other day, like, how do you eat carbs? Oh, I don't eat carbs. I just eat vegetables and fruit. It's carbs in that.
Yeah.
That's carbs in there. People don't have an understanding of food. What happens is we listening to this mainstream stuff. Oh, we need to keto. We need to do this. We need to do that. What you're not realizing is, first of all, not every diet is for everyone.
Right.
Food works differently for everybody, right? So maybe I can have my red wine,
right,
with my feta cheese and my eggs in the morning.
Okay.
Maybe you can't do that. I think once people realize how food works and they need to create functioning diets for them, then it will. But of course, plant-based will work. It's just learning how food works.
Right.
That's all. Like, not everybody wants to go plant-based. You don't have to.
Right.
However, there's an option for maybe you to add a little bit more vegetables than what you're getting. I remember I had an athlete, oh my God, football player. And he did not like vegetables. And I was like, why don't you like vegetables? Oh, well, my grandma used to cook this and used to have I ain't your grandma.
Right.
But let me see what I can do, because you need to have vegetables. He had a vitamin D deficiency and he had some other stuff going on. I'm telling you, I was taking like Angus beef and mushrooms and making burgers until I got to the point where I could get him a 100% plant-based burger.
Wow.
And it's all in how you're looking at food. Like Haitians have a black rice, right? That black rice has mushrooms and shrimp in it.
Right.
But if I tell you I'm making this rice, of course I'm gonna make it for you. You're gonna get there's ways to get vegetables in it somehow.
Right.
It's just that we are not creative enough, and we're so busy looking at what mainstream is saying that we're not realizing that we have these other avenues of creativity. I make granola, I make power bars. I mean, I was making oh my gosh, cold pressed juices. I mean, anything that I could do to get some fruit and vegetables in you, I'm gonna do it.
Cool. Okay. So now you're charging. You said you were $35 an hour, chef.
Yeah, I was.
Now you are
I'm up between $2.50 and $3.
Good.
$50.
Minimum of how many hours?
I'm worth every penny.
Minimum how many hours? So if I had to hire you for a dinner tonight or any particular night, how many hours minimum?
Well, that's different. So if I'm doing like a couple's dinner, it's gonna be $3.50 anyway.
Gotcha.
But now if you talking about you want a couple's dinner with 5-pound lobsters and you trying to seafood, yeah. I mean, yeah. I got ways. But I mean, I can get you 8 pounds if you're nice. But if you a couple's dinner is $3.50, but if you're trying to like seafood and you want foie gras, you want hard to find things or quite, very caviar, and you want to do it up, okay, it's gonna go up a little bit.
Right. Okay.
For the couple's dinner, $3.50. I'm gonna give you the world though.
Right. So
you're gonna have a server, and you're gonna have a custom menu and place settings and synchronized serving, and we're gonna do it up.
Right. Where are you based out of?
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, but I travel because the airport, up 10 minutes up the street. So.
Oh snap! I got folks in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, no, I got your contact information. Next time I'm in Jacksonville after this pandemic, while it slows down a little bit, hey, I'm gonna hit you.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. I hope it slow down. I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Okay. Same. All right. So before I get you out of here, Chef Nina, go ahead and drop all your social media where we can find.
Oh my gosh, you guys can find me anywhere, literally anywhere, at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Chef Nina G.
Chef Nina G. Cool.
And then if you go on my Instagram, it's like 12 links where you can get to me. So. And then my chef concierge service. If it's a chef out there that is looking to work with athletes and you are looking to learn how to work with them as far as like a functional nutrition life for them.
Right.
We're not just throwing food on the plate. We're not just cooking for clout. We're actually educating them so they can be stronger and so they can win some championships and rings and stuff like that. That link is on my Instagram also. Cool.
Well, hey, Chef Nina, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you working with me and getting this interview in.
Thank you for working with me.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, this has been another episode of For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corian K. Paget.